Up everyone? So I just wrapped up the week of trading, up $10,308. So it was a really good week. Had a rough start. Took a loss on Monday of like $1,200, and then I didn't really trade the rest of the day on Monday. It was pretty choppy and saw a lot of consolidation coming into the new week. And then volatility started picking up, and my biggest day was actually yesterday. I made about $7,000 yesterday. So here's what the totals look like. So I took a loss of about $1,300 on Monday, made that and more on Tuesday. Wednesday had another green day. Yesterday was my biggest, and then today about $1,000 on the day. So some of the trades I took, obviously, I was trading Tesla. So I think yesterday we shorted Tesla down here. We exited the trade somewhere in here and took some profit. And then after the bell, they broke news that delivery numbers were great, which was like past thinking. So it's not forward thinking. That's kind of why you saw this pop. And then it tried to ramp back up, but couldn't really get over that trend line there. And then today obviously was sell the news day and just a lot of downside. So we ended up taking a short position here and sort of wrote it down. So I actually alerted this, and my buddy took this trade with me. Let me pull up the alert here. Here's the alert. This was my watch list. I didn't really have any A+ setups at the moment, but obviously was watching Tesla and Zoom. Zoom didn't really do much for me today. I ended up taking a loss on Zoom. I thought we were going to see a break to the downside, and it kind of just moved sideways on us and just decayed the contracts like right out of the gate. So Tesla was the winner. So it was buy the 450.49 puts, which is next week. We paid about 11.5, or at least I paid 11.5. I think some others got a little bit better average cost. And then the target 16.4 was actually hit. So if you had put that sell order in, you would have gotten filled. I ended up exiting the trade a little bit early, but I could have very well held it with the original sell order. But I just wanted to take profit. It was the end of the week, and Fridays tend to get a little bit choppy. So that's my week, solid week so far. Coming up, just looking for sort of spies like selling off here. So we probably will see some red days next week as we sort of reject the 9 moving average and start to ramp down. So under 243 open on Monday is more downside, and it would be a confirmation that we're going to go test the bottoms at like 220. And then eventually, if we break 220, if that doesn't hold, then we can come down to 185, which would be a pretty significant move. And that would obviously be a signal for a depression. So that's what I'm sort of watching. This leg down here, if we do break under 220, would be a lot of volatility. So it's a lot of opportunity if you're a trader to profit on that. And if you're a long-term investor, you sort of kind of just want to wait and see that this support hold here around 220 and curl back up, or if we break down to the downside, sort of sit the sidelines and wait there. And you can obviously hedge your position with some put options if you're wanting to do that. Again, if you are not familiar with Gorillas Trading, it's an education service. So trying to mentor people on trading, as well as see here, let me pull up the site, as well as give trade alerts. So you can take the trades if you're familiar with how to enter options contract trades. If you're not, I can teach you. Trying to get people just sort of educated. First month's 50% off, sort of risk-free, 14 days full refund if it's not jiving with you. So what that includes is some one-on-one mentorship. So we can get you set up with a broker. We can get you teach you how to like submit the orders, sell the orders, what is a stop loss, what is a call contract, what is a put. So any questions that you have, obviously, would be here to answer for you. And then also includes those alerts in here, so you can see that there's quite a bit of alerts. So some of these alerts you can choose to take, or you don't. And I actually encourage new traders to paper trade these at first to check their performance. Which paper trading is just simulation trading. It's fake money, so you're not actually risking anything. So there's really no risk. A lot of upside at first if you can teach yourself how to enter these trades through that simulation, and then start to see some traction there. That's what I recommend. So yeah, that's it for me. Looking forward to next week, and I'll keep you guys updated. Cheers.